Today's my second week of being on testosterone replacement therapy. I just injected myself yesterday with TRT. It's my second week of being on TRT. And as you guys know, in the first week, I felt good about TRT. I did feel the benefits of TRT for the simple fact that my testosterone at 300 was so low that even the first shot of TRT actually gave me some of the positive effects of it. Today being my second day on the second shot of TRT, I'm even feeling more of a, I don't want to say energized, or again, I don't want to give you people out there the idea that TRT is a miracle drug. I simply want to say that TRT makes you feel not as sluggish, not as I don't want to say depressed, but without, when you have a low testosterone, you just feel sluggish. So now being my eighth day on TRT, I don't feel sluggish anymore. As long as you get a good night's sleep, as long as you get that solid 6 to 7 hours sleep in there, you wake up the next day, you feel good. I don't feel sluggish. I feel focused. I'm doing multiple videos a day, whether it's for you guys or for my other channels like Alpha Male Lifestyle channel. If you haven't subbed to that, it's a channel about the world that we live in today, pop news, if you want to call it that, about popular stuff that's going on around us. So yeah, so far so good. Liking the results, like I mentioned before, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks before you really feel the positive effects of TRT. One of the good things I'm already feeling is that TRT is making me a little bit more coherent. I don't want to give you the idea that I'm a senile old fool or anything of that sort. It's simply that with the TRT, wait for the motorcycle to go by. It's simply that with the TRT, I'm more cognizant, meaning that brain to speech is a little bit more improved for me. So if you guys watch any of my old videos from my Alpha Male Lifestyle channel, you'll notice that there's a big difference in how I talk now versus how I spoke in some of those videos. And even some of those videos back then, I was actually speeding the video up by up to 15% because there was a lot of I don't do that anymore, and that's all thanks to TRT. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about, is Athlean X. You guys saw that in there, right? I did have that in there, but it wasn't an like no, it was like a quick right? So today we're gonna be talking about, is Athlean X ruining your gains? Now, a lot of you guys out there, we all know who Athlean X is. He's like one of the most popular fitness guys on YouTube. He has a popular series titled, Is So and So Ruining Your Gains, where he talks about popular exercises that we do that might actually be ruining our gains. Okay, guys, we need to understand something about Athlean X. Okay, at the end of the day, for Athlean X, it's all about money, right? That's just how it is for everybody, right? If you're gonna come on YouTube, you're gonna have millions and millions and millions of subscribers. It's all going. I don't get these guys who drive around in these loud cars. I think they have a mental illness. I think a lot of people out there, they believe if they drive around in a motorcycle or in a car or in one of those things where it goes vroom, 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 that it makes them like cool or special. Really, it makes them look like they're a bunch of mentally ill people. Anyways, that's not part of this video. So Athlean X, at the end of the day, it's all about money for Athlean X, and that's just the way it is, gentlemen. Now, Athlean X, he did a lot of videos. He just covered about everything you really need to know about working out, and because of that, he has to come up with new catchy titles, something that makes you think, oh man, this exercise that I've been doing for 50 years, all of a sudden it might be bad for me. It's not. It's just that he always has to come up with something new to stay relevant, to keep those views increasing and people coming back to him. But the reality of the matter is, when it comes to the likes of Athlean X, it's simply TMI. TMI stands for too much information. Gentlemen, bodybuilding is very, very easy. You know, being fit is very, very easy. Let me tell you something. 16 years ago when I moved out to Hollywood, I was 23 years old. I moved out to Hollywood. I went to a gold gym on Van Nuys Boulevard in the city of North Hollywood. And the trainer over there, he told me, Amar, look, the most important thing about working out, 90% is about eating right. That's all you have to worry about. 90% eating right. No McDonald's, no KFC, no chicken wings. You know, get your protein, get your fiber in there. You know, don't eat high carb foods. You know, get the protein in there. Don't get a lot of fat in there. If you're gonna get fat, get the good fat. You know, the good cholesterol. Don't get that junk food. So 90% of your fitness goals are due to you simply eating right. The other 10% is about you coming into the gym and working out, giving it all you got. Okay, a lot of people, they go to the gym, they have their music on, and you see them standing there going like this and like that. You know, it's like they're having fun in the gym, man. High repetitions and low weights, it doesn't do anything. Okay, in order for you to stimulate your body for maximum growth, you need to go in there and you'll need to lift until you fatigue. Okay, until you're like, I can't do this anymore, right? You wanna lift as heavy as you can, and you wanna lift as heavy as you can. Personally, for me, I start out by doing maybe 10 reps, and then at the end, I'm doing maybe 3 to 4 reps. If I'm doing squats, I might be doing like 2. If I'm doing bench presses, I'm doing 2 reps maximum if I'm doing bench presses, and I'm doing like, 3 to 4 reps if I'm doing squats. And that to me is when I'm like, okay, man, I'm fatigued. If I do any more, I may not come back up again, right? So that's when you know that your muscle is being engaged, and that's when you know your muscle is being all turned up, and you give it, a 72-hour rest period, and your muscle will come back bigger and stronger. So that's really all you guys need out there to learn about bodybuilding. I really don't know how these guys can make like a video a week, teaching you new stuff or talking about some other stuff, when in reality, man, 90% it's about eating right, 10% it's about you going into the gym, giving it 100%, lifting heavy until you only have like maybe 2 or 3 reps, and that's it. You can't do any more, and that's really all there is to it, gentlemen. So yeah, all these guys on the internet, don't get me wrong, man, I've learned a lot from Athlean. I don't want to say I learned a lot from Athlean X, I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, he has some pretty good pointers. But am I gonna sit there and binge watch Athlean X? No, I'm not. Am I gonna buy his products? No, I'm not, because bodybuilding, being fit, is extremely, extremely easy. Again, 90% is about eating right. The other 10% is about lifting heavy, and that's all you need to it. So to finish up this video, gentlemen, but fitness is not all that difficult. You really don't need to binge watch Athlean X or anybody else in the fitness industry. I used to watch a little bit of I forgot, Callum Von Morgan or Callum Von something. He was entertaining, but after a couple of videos, I'm like, I'm done with him. Gentlemen, TMI, too much information, is actually counter effective for what you're doing, because a lot of this information is like information overload. A lot of it is information that is contradictory, and you're like, oh man, I'm doing it wrong, or I'm not doing it good enough, and you just end up quitting, man. It's like going into a store, you want to buy a cereal, you got all these cereals in front of you, you either walk out not buying a cereal at all, or you walk out buying, a crappy cereal that you were never interested in the first place. That's how it is when you watch all these bodybuilder gurus, is that you will walk out totally disenfranchised. You're like, I'm not even gonna bother with this, or you're gonna walk out with horrible results. So to all of you watching, I can't stress this enough. 90% is about eating right. The other 10% is about going heavy in the gym. No McDonald's, none of that going into the gym, going like this, you got your music on. Yeah, no, man. Go in there, give it all you got, eat right, and that's all you need to get muscle. Alright, guys. There we go again. I really can't understand these guys who, this is a mall. This is a mall. This is a small street. This isn't the highway. Why do they feel that they have to go down a small, street that's only like 25 miles? Why do they have to go down? Vroom, vroom. You're not cool, Girls aren't sitting outside saying, "Oh my God, I love you so much," because your car goes vroom, vroom, vroom. But anyways, more and more men are becoming desperate nowadays to get laid. If you guys want to know more about, how desperate men are and how women are taking advantage of these desperate, insecure men, look up my other channel, my original channel, Alpha Male Lifestyle. Alright guys, I talk to you again. Bye.